Hello and welcome back to Normal Guy Games. This time I'm actually doing a scratch build, and this is a little different for me. I don't do it a lot, but I've recently gotten a copy of this. This is Forbidden Psalm: The Last War, and this is basically it's like a weird war game sort of, and I'm really interested in it. And I also could use trenches for other stuff like Warhammer and whatnot. Any war game that you have can use trenches. So I figure, you know what, I'm just gonna build a couple. So let's get into it and see how I made it. So I start here with some XPS foam. Now this stuff you can get in a hardware store. If you're lucky, you can find it. Some local construction companies or whatnot can. Sometimes they'll have offcuts that you can grab. I'm not really being very accurate here, and then I'm taking some popsicle sticks and some. It's actually from an energy drink can, and I'm making these this corrugated metal to stick on the side. Now, how do I make this? I actually purchased a toothpaste roller off of Amazon, and it works perfectly for this. So 1 or 2 cans will do you good. Now at first I thought, I'll just use PVA glue. Then I thought better of myself, of course, and I got out my hot glue gun. So literally all I'm doing here is just throwing some popsicle sticks and some of those corrugated cans onto each of these pieces, and I'm just kind of making a random array of things. Then I'm taking some of this Vallejo thick mud paste and this texture paste, and I'm putting this all over the tops of the trenches and in some of the as you can see here, in some of the little recesses between the boards or whatnot. And like I said, this is just a quick and dirty job. It doesn't have to be really accurate, and it really, you can just go to town with this stuff. You don't really have to do anything in any specific way or order. I'm literally just slapping stuff together and just throwing it all into one big, goopy pile of crazy. And the thing is it's a war zone. It's going to be nuts. Shit's going to be destroyed. So why not just go crazy with it? I'm putting certain areas that have mud on them. Certain areas have that corrugated metal on them. The metal sheeting. Some of them have like little fences, as you can see here, like broken down fence posts and whatnot. This is all just kind of slapdashed together at random, and this is just me throwing stuff in. I did spray these in with like a spray can. Obviously, with the foam areas, you got to kind of be a little bit judicious on how you spray it. But what I'm doing here is I'm mixing up a brown paint because I didn't have any regular browns. I just had like a burnt sienna. So I took burnt sienna and black, and I'm just making that brown for the mud. Now, this again is not going to be pretty or accurate. It's literally just slapping some brown paint on in there, and it's really, really easy to do. This is just really quick and dirty. So, and since I'm mixing the browns, I'm just kind of mixing different colors with it, mixing different shades with it, darker, lighter, it doesn't matter. It's going to be mud. There's going to be blood in the mud and all that stuff. And I'm literally just, as you can see here, I'm kind of wet blending some of those colors together, like that burnt sienna. I'm putting some of that burnt sienna over top of the browns and just letting that lighter brown color just kind of mix with the darker brown in a lot of cases. And this is going to be old wood, so it works. It works just fine. Now, admittedly, I should have painted the metal underneath first, because usually what I'll do is I'll pick the lowest area, but I was so excited about this build, I just kind of started slapping paint on there, just willy-nilly, just going nuts with it. But as you can see, I'm just going back with a little bit of that burnt sienna, and I'm just touching a couple of areas just to try and make it a little bit different, just to kind of vary the wood a little bit, make it look good. I'm taking this green. This is just a regular just a green color with some black mixed into it, and I'm using that for the metal, and then I'm just slapping it on there. And this is really, again, like super simple, like stupid simple. All you're doing is literally throwing some green onto that black primer. And you know, honestly, you could leave it right here and it would look just fine. And even a little bit of that green over top of the wood or whatnot would not look cut off place. But I am taking some lighter green here, and I'm just kind of throwing it up against the outer ridges just to kind of add some color to everything. And for the last step, the semi-last step here, for the painting step anyway, I'm taking a linen color, which is a really light. It's not a white; it's more of an off-white. It's like a yellow white, you know, just to tone down the darks on this, to just tone down those browns and the reddish colors and even the green colors. And I'm using that linen to dry brush all over everything, all over the fence post, all over the wood, all over the corrugated metal. This is a unifying dry brush, and what I'm trying to do is pull those colors together and make it work. Now, as you can see here, this is what everything looks like, and it looks really good like this. And you could, if you wanted, you could stop right here and it would be just fine, because obviously it's a war zone, stuff looks crazy, and I think it turned out really well. But of course, me being how I am, I can't really leave stuff alone, and I keep tinkering with it until I'm happy. Sometimes, you know, I don't even get to that point. So I took some super glue and I put some water on my finger and I dabbed it onto this. This is this floral moss that I got from the Dollar Tree. Now, all of this stuff, really, I got all of this from the Dollar Tree, except for the tufts. The tufts are Army Painter, and the little wooden parts are actually bamboo skewers. And there's popsicle sticks in there, obviously, and I even bought the Arizona cans that I used for this from the Dollar Tree. But as you can see, I built some more, and I like this little fence that I built. But you can do just about anything. I mean, it doesn't have to be pretty. You just kind of slap it together, and it looks good. But that's it. I mean, that's exactly what I did. I just, you know, put stuff over different areas, broke some stuff up, and it looks great. So anyway, with the final product, as you can see here, it looks good on the table. It really does. Anyway, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I appreciate every view I can get. All the view hours help, and we'll see you on the next video, everyone.